grant to come across the street.
Pardon me?
So we just got that notice grant to come across the street to open the account.
That breaks his heart.
Yeah.
I don't like to see any business closed.
Yeah.
92.1 WROI, WROIFM.com. Streaming audio live on RTC Channel 5. Audio and video are live on the First Federal Savings Bank Facebook page. Cindy's here and Tanner's here. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us as we say good morning on this Friday, July 5th, to Mr. Dick Belcher from First
Yes,
Federal
it
Savings
is
Bank.
July the 5th.
It is.
Was your 4th good?
It was. How about yours?
Hot.
Yeah, it was a warm day.
Yeah, it's good for barn growing.
But after going through April and May, I am not complaining
No.
about the heat at all, and even June, so that's okay. 'Tis the season.
Okay, locally, the fair starts Saturday.
Saturday.
We're going to talk more about
We
that in a
are.
little bit. Find out what's going on. Oh, we had a little earthquake in California.
6.4?
6.4.
6.4.
Yeah, the largest one in 20 years.
Yeah. Kind of shook things up.
Joel. Oh, good.
Sorry about that.
Joel Chestnut.
Oh, yeah.
You know who he is?
Yeah, 71 hot dogs, 10 minutes. Didn't break his record, which was 74.
Yeah, he had 74 last.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he only had 71 this year.
That's Tanner's favorite show. He likes
I can only watch a little bit of it without getting kind of nauseous.
You ever eat a Nathan's hot dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They are good,
Yeah.
but
I assume that's what they were eating because it was sponsored by Nathan's.
That's
so
probably
that
a
would
good
make
call.
sense. Yeah.
I wonder what these competitive eaters eat when they're not competitively eating. Like, are they eating
Anything but hot dogs.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anything but hot
Yeah.
dogs.
And then we had the Trump show last night.
We did about an hour worth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Impressive firepower, though. I like that.
That, you know, he's the first president to speak there since Truman.
I knew it had been a long time.
Remember Truman?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, buck stops here. Yeah.
Yeah, see, he was elevated from a road grader job in Missouri.
President of the United States
Yeah,
after
right.
Roosevelt.
Yeah. Well, you remember the story, you know, he ran against Dewey
Right,
from who was mayor of
Right.
New York,
right.
and everybody thought Dewey would win.
Headlines in the New York Times.
Yeah, and
Right.
Truman enjoyed holding that
He
up since
did.
Dewey wins. Okay, we'll have a little trivia this morning. When was the first commemorative fireworks set off? Was it 1777, 1877, or 1920?
Oh, okay.
All right, Tanner,
I'll
give
work
us a
on
little
that.
bit of sports.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. We don't have anything going on locally right now, but we got some national stuff going on. NBA free agency is almost over, really. I mean, it started and almost over. Now everybody's waiting to see what Kawhi Leonard's
I
going
think
to
he's
do.
about the last big guy out there.
Yeah,
The last big name.
It was reported yesterday that the Clippers are out.
Okay.
So it looks like it's the Lakers or returning back to Toronto, play for Raptors. So,
Yeah.
so we'll see.
What do you think? I
happens.
think he'll stay with Toronto.
I hope he stays with
I do
Toronto. If not, you might as well call ESPN the Laker channel.
Yeah, might
That's
as
all
well.
I'll be talking
Yeah.
about. But Kevin Durant went to Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving went to Brooklyn.
Pacers picked up 2 or 3 guys, though.
Yeah, they did. They've lost 75% of their playoff scoring,
Right.
but they got some younger guys, some guys who average about 15 points per game. So we'll see. We'll see. They need Victor Oladipo healthy.
Very definitely.
We'll see if they made that next step to get up in the top 3 of the East. I got some Women's World Cup. I know Sydney Chip Corbett, who is a banker in Illinois, watches our program every week on LinkedIn, so give him a little shout out. He got on me for not talking about the World Cup last week, so I make sure to get that in there this week. The United States beat England on Tuesday 2-1.
What a game, by the way.
Yeah.
What a game.
Now they'll face the winner of the Netherlands, who won the first ever semifinal Women's World Cup game to go into, I don't know if you call it overtime.
Extra period. Yeah,
period
it was
and
another 15 or 20 minutes
Yeah.
before 1-0 before they ever decided that
Yeah,
game.
and this is their first year ever being in the Women's World Cup.
Is it really?
Netherlands. Yeah.
They must be pretty good.
Yeah, so that should be a good matchup on Sunday for the championship of the Women's World Cup. And speaking of women's sports, I had a Wimbledon note in here. Hope I pronounced this lady's name right, but Coco Gauff.
Yes.
She's only 15 years
From
old.
Florida? Isn't she from
Yeah.
Florida? Yeah.
Beat 39-year-old Venus Williams, who's a legend in the tennis world. 15 years old, can't even drive,
No.
but yet wins a match on the grandest stage of them all for tennis. So
There you go.
pretty cool story, though. I got some tidbits here this morning. On this day in 1989, popular sitcom Seinfeld, originally titled The Seinfeld Chronicles, screened its pilot episode on NBC.
30 years ago.
Still reruns are still on TV right now.
Will be forever.
Uh-huh.
Forever.
On this day in 1991, MLB owners approved the Colorado Rockies and Florida Marlins, now known as the Miami Marlins, as new franchises to start play in 1993. The Marlins have won 2 World Series, in which actually is their only 2 playoff appearances.
And the Rockies have won.
They've been to the World Series
Okay.
once, but they've still never won their division.
Ah.
So, interesting little. On this day in 1994, Amazon.com was founded by Jeff Bezos. It's just grown a little bit.
A little
over the
bit
years.
since '94. I remember for years they didn't make any money, did they?
No, no.
For a long time, and then all of a sudden, once they started making money, they made it by the fistful.
I mean, I remember hearing about Amazon
Yeah.
years ago, but not really knowing what they were,
What is
what
it?
they did.
Sure.
You probably thought it was a river or something.
You're right. Yeah, I did. But now it's just booming.
Yes, it is.
And today's National Apple Turnover Day, Bikini Day, and Mechanical Pencil Day.
I love a mechanical pencil.
There we go.
How many mechanical pencils do you see anymore?
As
Not
many
very
as you
many.
used to.
Drafters.
Yep.
Yeah, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's all I got this morning. Short and sweet.
That's as good as
That's
it's
as
going
good
to
as it's gonna get
Not
today.
bad for the day after the 4th.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people aren't even up yet out there. They got the day off.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
relaxed.
missing a good time then.
They are.
Yeah.
And they were talking yesterday on the various media about making the 4th of July Independence Day on the first Monday of July.
Oh, wow.
Well, see, that puts 3
Oh,
days
wow.
here. Now, you always complain about
Yeah.
you change every date except hope they don't change Christmas.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they're talking about that. I don't think it'll happen.
Oh, man.
Our president won't allow that.
I don't think so. That'd be hard to take.
Okay, some upcoming events. Akron Public Library annual 4th of July book sale is still underway today from 9 to 6 p.m. We at First Federal having our Customer Appreciation Day next Friday.
Next Friday.
Today. And you'll be there?
I will.
Okay.
Ready to go.
Free lunch, lots of activities going on. Sally by the Shore is going to have ice cream.
Always a good day.
Yeah. And Sydney got to make the decision on what flavors.
What flavors?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. She's an intern. That's one of her jobs.
Okay. You can tell she's a little nervous about that.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Okay, some milestones. Iacocca died.
Yeah, he did. 94 years
Yeah, I
old.
mentioned that to Tanner this morning. He
Yeah.
says, who's Iacocca?
Had to be there. From the
Yeah.
Mustang to the minivan.
94, yeah. He saved Chrysler.
He did.
And he also, after he retired, President Reagan asked him to be the chairman of the committee to redo the Statue of Liberty.
Right.
Did a great job.
Yes, he did.
And he's given credit for he worked for Ford for a long time until he got fired. The grandson didn't like him.
No, it was a power conflict, shall we say.
Right. But he's given credit for the Mustang.
Mustang, right.
And I think a couple other cars.
Yeah, well, and when he got to Chrysler, the minivans came around, so he
Yeah,
did a lot of good things in the automotive world.
yeah, he sure did. Well, local dentist Tim Ravencroft
Yeah.
passed away this week. He's been here a long time. Our condolences to the family. And just to mention a little something locally, and at First Federal, Mindy Mars will celebrate her 25th anniversary Monday morning.
Wow.
with us.
Good deal.
Okay, some flowers this morning. Everyone that was involved in putting on the Living Local
Mm-hmm.
Fest last week.
Right.
And thank you, WROI, for broadcasting.
We were there.
I saw you there.
Yes.
I heard you.
Both.
Oh, yeah. Well, those things just don't happen, and it takes a lot of work. And,
There's a lot of volunteers.
yeah, just like for the fireworks that we had
Right.
here Wednesday evening. American Legion sponsors that, and they got behind that a couple years ago. And when the American Legion gets behind something, it happens.
It'll get done.
Yeah, sure did. Wizard of Oz with Judy Garland, 80th anniversary.
Really?
Did you
Wow.
know that?
I did not.
Yeah, you know who they wanted originally for that?
Vivian Lee.
Shirley,
No.
Shirley Temple.
Ah, Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
Okay.
She said, I'm too busy. Okay. Oh, we don't do weeds, but we got to give
Okay.
weeds to Nike.
Oh my goodness. What a deal.
Where is, you're letting a washed out quarterback make the decision
That's
for
right.
a multi-billion-dollar
That's right.
company?
Yeah. It's kind of a nice design.
Well, I'm sure you can buy them online now.
Probably.
Yeah. Can you, Tanner?
I'm sure you can find them out there somewhere, but maybe not through Nike's website.
Okay, and money news.
Yes.
Okay, Wednesday, of course, there was no market yesterday, and on Wednesday the market closed at 1 o'clock, but all of the markets closed at a record high. When I say the markets, I'm talking about the Dow, the NASDAQ. Record high.
Right.
And then Trump's on the next night.
Right.
How'd he time that?
Well, I think you're going to find, just a personal opinion, the economy will stay strong all the way through the election next year.
Yeah. Okay, this is Gene Day at First Federal,
I noticed.
and contribution goes to Hope.
Ah.
So that's a kind of a new organization, and,
Okay.
So we're backing that. Come in at First Federal, see us today. We're open until 5 o'clock, and tomorrow from 8:30 to noon. You can always bank with us online and with our mobile app, which is free to download. ATM is open 24/7. We offer many different mortgage products, USDA, FHA loans, conventional loans, one-step construction loans, premier first-time home buyers.
We got them all.
We got it.
You got 'em.
Yeah. Stop in and talk to our loan originators, Ben Dalton and John Schaefer here in Rochester, Bill Morris and Winnemac. They can pre-qualify you and give you an idea of what you might be able to afford in a home, and maybe talk about a refinancing, maybe for a remodel job, and we'd be glad to talk to you about that. We also offer financial services. Contact Mark Woodball or Brian Bell today for more information. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. We are member of FDIC and an equal housing lender, and our NMLS number is 399927.
Tanner, you made reference to LinkedIn.
Yes, sir.
So you're on LinkedIn
On
now as well,
LinkedIn,
right?
on Instagram,
Okay.
Twitter, Facebook.
The whole thing.
Yes.
Got it.
So we're done.
Yep.
Okay.
We're legal too.
Okay,
Yes.
we're legal.
Yeah, you gave the magic number there, so we're legal.
Okay, we got two very special guests. Phyllis Biddinger's representing the Kiwanis Club here this morning, and Steve Williams, you're chairman of the fair board, right?
That I am.
Okay. Well, okay, we've got fair starting tomorrow. Tell us about that.
Oh, no, it starts Saturday. Oh, wait, that is tomorrow.
That's tomorrow, Steve.
Yes.
How many
It-
fingers am I holding?
Two, amazing.
The holiday kind of confused us, right?
Oh, man. Well, we are, amazingly, we're ready for it, I guess, as ready as we can be. Tomorrow we do start the fair, and of course, I guess the best way to start the fair is with the Queen pageant. So I encourage everybody to come out to the high school. We are holding it at the auditorium, and it starts at 6 o'clock tomorrow. So, and then of course tomorrow night we've got the Night of Destruction. So
The what?
the Night of Destruction. Bring your combine out, and we're gonna smash it up.
You got any old combines laying around out there?
I'll check.
Okay. Several candidates for the Queen contest, Steve?
I have not gotten
Okay.
an update how many contestants we
All right.
have.
Just curious.
We have a couple new people taking over this year, Erica Inyer and Beth Beecher. There are our main two that
Okay.
are chairing the Queen contest, and so far, from what I hear, they're doing a good job.
All right.
So I've not had any complaints, so I'm assuming that's good.
But just like Dick was mentioning a while ago on the downtown local thing, it takes volunteers, doesn't it,
Oh,
to
it
help put the
does.
fair together?
About 95% of
Right.
what gets done at the fair is volunteers. So, and that's anything from the fair board to the fair
Right.
council to the boards on all of the animal barns, and really, all the organization for the shows and that type of stuff. That's really put together by the animal barns and the extension office.
Okay.
So yes, large majority of the fairs is ran by non-paid employees.
Has been forever.
Yeah,
Oh, it has. It has.
exactly.
So
Oh, okay, run through some of the other highlights that
sure.
are coming up this week.
Sure. So Sunday, we've got the Vesper service starting at 5. Cornhole tournament, we're going to hold that again at 6 o'clock. And then the recognition program starts at 7:30. And before I continue with the rest of the schedule, I do want to give a shout out. We have some great sponsors this year, like we always do.
Right.
We're very appreciative of that. But this year we had RTC Communications got a hold of me, and they said, we want to do something at the fair to help people as they're coming in. And so I spoke with them for a little bit, and they are sponsoring parking the night of Monday. So
Okay.
anybody that shows up on Monday night, you just pull through and wave as you go find your parking space, and RTC is paying for that night,
Ah, very
which
good.
we much appreciate. On Sunday night, if you bring your bulletin or a non-perishable food item, the fair board's going to cover your parking on Sunday night. And then, of course, as they've done they've really spearheaded this program. Smith Family Farms on Wednesday and Friday. If you bring a non-perishable food item, you'll get in for free parking on Wednesday and Friday as well. So you
Excellent.
have
Sure.
4 opportunities to not have to shell parking money out. So
Okay.
we very much appreciate those sponsors for covering that. So on Monday we have we've got the kiddie pedal pull. It starts at 6 o'clock, and Sweet Cakes Entertainment. They're going to be there Monday and Tuesday, and that's for kids and families come out. Kids can get their face painted and some balloon art. They even do some character pictures, I believe. And we've had them for the past couple of years, and everybody enjoys that. Then at 7 o'clock, we've got the Prue Circus. They're going to come up and do a little entertaining in the midway for us. And then at 8 o'clock, we have in the amphitheater Timberworks Lumberjack Show. So we welcome them from Wisconsin. They're going to do some history of the lumberjack era and what it's doing now, and they do some log rolling and axe throwing and all that type of stuff.
They bring the trees with them?
They bring logs with them, yes, I think so. I think so.
Now, what day is that? What evening?
That's on Monday.
Monday evening.
Yep.
Okay.
So, Tuesday, we have the Lily Pearl Tractor Square Dancing. They're going to be in the midway at 6 o'clock. And then at 7 o'clock, we've got the Flying Toasters. They hail from, I think, around the West Lafayette area. They are a band, going to come up and they sing a large variety of music, I guess.
Wow.
So they're going to
Okay.
fly in and sing and probably fly out.
Well, there you go.
So,
We're speaking to Steve Williams, who's Fair Board Chairman. How did you get interested in the fair?
well, you know, I was a 10-year fair board, or I was a 10-year member in the 4-H program, and I went back, got out of that, went down to college, and then when I moved back home, my dad was on the fair board at that time, and they needed some people on the board, and so I decided I'd join and was on there for a couple years. And then this past winter, when we had our election day, I was busy at work and did not make it to the meeting.
It's a good way to get
There you
elected.
go.
It's a great way to get elected.
Yep. Next thing you know, you're chairman, right?
And they swore that somebody else was talking about running.
Okay. Well, let me interject here. Phyllis, you're with the Kiwanis Club and you're sponsoring a rodeo.
Yes, it's a bicycle
It's
rodeo.
on Tuesday, right?
No, it's Wednesday,
Wednesday,
at the
okay,
fair,
Okay.
and it's from 5:30 to 7, and we're inviting all the kids to come out. And you don't have to bring your bicycle, but you're more than welcome to bring your bicycle and your helmet. And we will give a free helmet to every child and a goodie bag.
Okay.
And our goal is to teach them the safety habits that go along with good bicycling, so we can keep them from having any kind of injuries. And of course, Kiwanis is all about children, and so
Okay, and this is a project for the state of Indiana Kiwanis or a national?
yes, it is.
Okay.
As far as I know, the state, our
Okay.
Governor Judd put that program upon us, and we're just carrying on. Last year there was a bicycle rodeo out at the fair, and I understand it was sponsored by a grant.
Okay.
And so then they needed someone to carry on, and our program, our governor's demand on us, on each club, just made us fall right into that for the Rochester Kiwanis Club.
What age would be eligible for the bicycle rodeo?
Well, we've on our program, we're saying from kindergarten to 8th grade.
Okay.
And that's what we've been advertising, and so we'd like to have as many children as we can get out there, and we're going to try to teach them the ABCs of bicycle safety, which is A is for air, B is for brakes, and C is for chains. And we've got Dennis Gross-Nichols going to come out and help us
Okay.
with that, and we've got a lot of good people that we've pulled in from the community. Cindy McLaughlin on the fair board has been excellent help and been in all of our meetings, and we've had Betsy Hines, I think it is, from the extension board, and Betsy's been, because she was involved with last year, so, and I'm very green at this is my first year and at bicycle safety, so Betsy's been a wonderful source of information for us and guidance.
Okay.
Okay, so people out there that are interested in doing this, this is Wednesday evening, it starts at 5 o'clock?
5:30.
Okay, 5:30, and where do they go out at the fairground?
It's out in front of the Everett Smith. No, wait. It's the Everett Smith building.
Okay.
I want to be sure I got the right building.
So you got a course set up there, well have.
We do. We've already set the course up, and I want to thank Ben Dalton, Ben Dalton from First Federal, and Mason Heidi for coming out and helping set that up.
Good.
So,
Okay, and also, you put together the financing for this to buy the bike, you're giving some bicycles away.
we are. Of course, every child gets a helmet. They get a goodie bag, and then there'll be. I'm not real sure right now how many bikes we're going to end up with, but we're thinking between 6 to possibly 10,
Okay,
depending on what price we can get them for and everything. So.
Good. Steve, what else happens Wednesday night? We have
So
the big bike rodeo, that's for
we
sure.
got the bike rodeo. That's for, and the fair board made sure that there was a couple potholes for them to dodge while they're doing
Well,
their course.
we tried to jog around those. But one of the guys said, I think it was Mason, said, well, that's when you're out on the sidewalks in the streets, that's what they ride over. So let's keep it natural.
So Wednesday night with the bike rodeo, we've got karaoke going on in the free tent from 6 to 11, and the tractor pull starting at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
So, and of course, after the main part of the tractor pull, towards the end of the event, we have open for the 4-Hers. They can bring a tractor in off the farm and get a chance to pull as well. And that's sponsored by the Richland Center Tractor Pullers. And every 4-Her that pulls, no matter how good or not good, they provide them with a check. So,
Oh, very good.
Yep. So, and of course, Wednesday night is also free parking, thanks to Smith
Right.
Family Farms with a non-perishable food item. Thursday, then we have, Thursday is going to be our Ladies' Day. There are all types of activities and events going on throughout the evening for the gals to come out and leave their husbands hanging by the barns. And
Surely, too, we could bake some cookies that day.
oh, there's going to be cookies, that's
very
for
good.
sure. I asked if I could be the judge again this year, but I don't think it works out that way. So, but that all starts at around 5 o'clock. There's just a numerous amount of events going on. And then on 7 o'clock, we've got the Farmer Olympic and Pig Rodeo. It's going on in the amphitheater, as we've had the last couple of years. And we have a new item this year. At 8 o'clock, we have an open movie night, and it's free to anybody who wants to come out. We've got, it's going to be in the midway, so you can bring your chairs or bring some blankets that you can sit in the grass and watch a movie. That's one of the events that the junior leader kids, we asked this winter what they want to see at the fair.
Sure.
And that was something. So, and then of course we follow up on Friday night with livestock auction starting at 5, and the extreme mud bog starting at 7 o'clock. So, we got some guys out there that want to go through a mud bog
There you go.
course, and then we're going to have a
Dress accordingly.
Yep, that's right. Get ready to get muddy. So, and then of course the fair ends on Saturday with the annual demolition derby at 7.
Very good.
So, hard to believe, but the fair's here, and we're going to jump into it.
Yes, and we got to mention what the fair's all about. That's the 4-H
It
kids.
is.
Hundreds involved in that, different projects, not only livestock, but lots of, it's diversified over the
It
years.
is.
So
Yep.
lots of things going on for any kid that's farm background or not.
Yep. And I was speaking to a lady a couple weeks ago, and she said, you know, when I was in 4-H, we weren't allowed to show animals. We had to do, well, it was actually my grandmother.
Yeah.
She said they were just allowed to do activities in the commercial or the community building.
Dressmaking.
Dressmaking. She said that was the county buzz was who was going to make the best dress that year. So,
Stephen, I know that you have the Midway inflatables, and you've had
Yes.
those for the last several years
Yep.
now. Is there ever any thought from the fair board about going back to a carnival type
we
situation?
are working on that.
Okay.
A couple of our board members have been really making that one of their big goals. And actually, we've gotten a hold of 2 entertainment companies, and their primary thing is if you can get several county fairs in your area working together to give us a schedule for us to come for a month, we can keep your rates low, and we'd probably be able to bring more rides that way. So we're working on that, and it takes at least a year planning. Because they're definitely booked out, most of them at least a year ahead.
There aren't that many carnival companies out there, are there?
No. There's just a handful of them because everybody's got bought out, and so it's just part of the way it goes nowadays.
Steve Williams, Chairman of the Fulton County Fair Board, thank you for stopping by today.
Well, thank you for your invitation.
Thank you for your volunteering a lot of time. And Phyllis, Rochester Kiwanis Club Rodeo this Wednesday at 5:30.
That's correct.
Bring it on.
Yeah. All right.
It'll be fun. We're
Okay.
looking
Yeah,
forward
we'll
to
be.
it. Thank you.
Thank you for stopping by. Okay, our trivia this morning. When was the first commemorative fireworks set off? 1777, 1877, or 1920?
Phyllis is, she's kind of involved in politics. She knows the answer to that.
1920.
Wrong. 1777.
Ah, there you
Wow.
go.
Way back
Right
there.
away, huh?
Didn't even know they had
Right
them
away.
back
I
in.
didn't either.
It was set off on July the 4th, 1777.
Wow.
And let's close with this quote by Confucius. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps.
Well said. Well said. Dick Belcher, thank you very much. Phyllis, Stephen, thank you guys for being here this morning on the First Federal Program.